the Kanye album. People love it, people hate it. Let's be real, it's a masterpiece, okay? On an artistic level, I'm telling you, that thing is a masterpiece. As somebody who does music, who produces, the thing is incredible. People are giving their opinions and reviews on the album, rating it based on artists themselves and not the art. And those people are misinformed on the art side of music. It's very easy to do music for money, especially in the industry right now. These people aren't really artists. These people are businessmen, businesswomen. They aren't really artists. When you go to a museum and you see a painting, all right, I was at the Dali museum the other day. I was looking at those pictures, inspired. They were incredible. So much symbolism. It was insane. I could have stayed there all day just watching the art, like, just like into it. And it inspired all these things to me. It's the same with music. When people who don't do music, when people are just listeners, when an artist actually puts out their work for it to be listened to creatively in that way, since it was made creatively, and we're all out here talking about Marilyn Manson, Kanye and Kim, Kanye and God, Christianity and Jesus, and we need to pray for him because he's not a Christian anymore. And like, look, that's religion. What in the world does it have to do anything with art? I get it. Hey, the industry is problematic. The music industry, Hollywood. I agree 100%. Like that way, I'm going to be judging people based on Christianity and stuff like that. I still think the whole industry is whack and a lot of weird stuff is happening, programming and stuff like that. But that's for a whole nother like video. But what I'm talking about is just when we're listening to music, actually listen to it like a piece of art. And it's simple, you know, just listen to it like paintings on a canvas, okay? Music is energy. It's frequencies. Energy can't be destroyed. It can only be transferred. Think about physics and apply it to music. It's the same thing. It's frequencies. One is using the frequencies. Why is it when you listen to like a metal album, you feel hyped? When you listen to classical music, some songs, opera, you feel relaxed or just different. It's a different energy. So when a music creator, producer, musician, when they make a product for you, how about look at it as a piece of art and enjoy the experience? When I listen to that album, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm still on like track 10 or something. It's been out for over a week, but the reason why I'm taking my time to get through it is because I'm taking in all the art. I'm listening to it like I would my favorite TV show without binge watching, you know, just like once a week, savoring like every episode and going back to it. So I'm still working my way through the album, but so far it's just incredible. Definitely my favorite album to come out all year, and I think it's probably just gonna go up in one of my top albums of all time. I think that he's probably, in today's day and age, I know he gets a lot of hype, but definitely up there in my favorite artists of all time because his artwork is incredible. The areas that he goes within the hip-hop community, it's just stretching the boundaries. It's very easy. The new Drake album, I listened to a few songs off of it. I'll probably listen to the whole thing whenever I get the time. From what I heard so far, it just sounds like every other Drake album. The hi-hat rolls. How many times can you do that and not get bored of it? Now, unless you're a business person, you know that that's what sells. You just do it. And then we're out here as listeners eating that stuff up, and we're more consumed with their social life and this and this. It's the industry playing us, tricking us listeners like a bunch of sheep, but nobody really cares. If you're a real artist, look, trap music, I could do rock music. I just see all this creating. And I like to see how can I put things together in a way to tell a story, colors again on a canvas. So my advice, stop listening to music. Stop thinking of it as a static thing. We're really missing out on an experience. I hate it personally. I don't hate it. Hate's a strong word, but it's kind of frustrating. Like, let's say if I create something, put it out there, and it's like layered with like meaning and metaphors, sonically, musically, lyrically speaking. And people are just judging it based on the industry, judging it based on my social life, judging it based on whatever clout, judging it based on whether or not it has like the hi-hat rolls or whatever. I'm just saying, the stuff that we're nitpicky about as a listener, switch it up. Just think of it like we're at the movies or we're at the museum and we're watching a piece of work created to take us to sort of like a different world, and it's a lot better to listen to, and it's amazing. The stuff he did with Marilyn Manson, people going off on that, we're missing the point by paying attention to that stuff. If we look at that whole thing, creatively speaking, artistically speaking, it was pretty dope. I do not condone the stuff that those people do, like Marilyn Manson, sexual abuse, allegations, all that stuff, and the baby, and the controversy surrounding them. I get it. Just because I'm like, well, that was dope, creatively speaking, of Kanye to do that, doesn't mean that I condone these people's behavior. Stop putting these artists, their personal lives on a pedestal. Like, yeah, they should be able to be called out too, you know, just like all of us. But what I'm saying is, when someone puts out a piece of artwork, just listen to it like art. review it based on that. When I put out my music, that's what I'm hoping for, but a lot of times people don't even view it like that. And I think that's messed up because every other art form, people are a lot more relaxed. Painting, film, photography, but whenever it comes to music, it's just this static experience. And the business people who aren't even real artists, they know that too. It's like people just making money off of that stuff, and it's discouraging for true artists who want to push things to a different level, who actually care about the listener and actually value the listener. So that's just my opinion.